Hey guys, welcome back to another video of the Stay on Business Talk Show today. Today, we're going to do a top 10 quarterback list. And this is my opinion. Okay? And I try to do it as fair as I can. So, no bias, none of that. My personal opinion. I got the stats together. I got the wins, all those things, Super Bowls, in this list. So, we're starting off the top 10. We're going to go from 10 to 1. But let's start off with number 10. And this is what I think. I'm not going to do no honorable mentions or anything like that. But I think the top 10, number 10, is CJ Stroud. I like CJ Stroud. He's been decent. He's led his team to the playoffs twice in a row. Yes, it's a weak division, I know. Hasn't had the best season last year. It's 1 year, and he took his team to the playoffs and won. I beat the Chargers, which are a very good team in the Chargers. I think CJ Stroud has proved himself. I think he's going to have a much better year this year. I think his fantasy projection is crazy to me. At 127 is a steal in fantasy. I think CJ Stroud, with the weapons he has, he's going to have this year. Last year, he didn't have that. He just had Nico Collins. Now he has Nico Collins, rookie, and Jaden Higgins, and Christian Kirk as well. CJ Stroud has more talent than he did last year, and I think he's going to have a better year this year. The only reason I have him at 10 is because of those bad games. Or that bad season he kind of had, which wasn't bad. But for the top quarterback that he is, he could have been a little bit better. But at number 9, this one was a tough one for me of where to put them. But number 9, I have Jared Goff. At number 9, because I feel like, don't get me wrong, Jared Goff is a good quarterback. Probably one of the worst. He's not a mobile quarterback. He cannot run. He can never run at all. He's probably one of the top quarterbacks I have in this list that is a pocket quarterback, besides a couple others, of course. But I feel like Jared Goff proved himself last year. Proved himself a lot last year, in my opinion. The only reason I have him at 9 is because of the bad games. The 4-pick games. I mean, he is the reason that they lost to Washington. Yes, the defense sucked in that game, yes. But also, Jared Goff threw 3 or 4 picks in that game. Which those, if there were touchdowns, could have been more in the game. And against the Texans as well, he had a couple picks in that game. They did come back in that game. But still, Jared Goff is better than a lot of people give him credit for. I think the trade, the Rams and Lions, helped out both teams a lot. I mean, I don't think we expected the Lions to be this good as they are. Let's say back in 2020 when Dan Campbell was first coaching, no one thought Jared Goff would be that guy for the Lions. I think he is. I think he's proven it. He's got to do a little bit better in the playoffs, but I feel like Jared Goff did lead the Lions to their first playoff win in years. a couple years ago. So, with that being said, I think Jared Goff deserves to be on this list at number 9 because of his little bad moments in the playoff games and a couple bad moments in those games. But at number 8, I have Baker Mayfield. Now listen. Baker Mayfield has impressed me. We all written off Baker Mayfield a long time ago when he was done with the Browns, done in Carolina. Yeah, you remember when he was with the Panthers? We all wrote him off after he was done with the Panthers. But guess what? He comes to Tampa and just, what? Where'd this guy come from all along? In Tampa, I feel like he is the right system that he is in, being coached probably by the best coach he has ever been with. Baker Mayfield. Bro. His stats last year were exactly like Lamar Jackson. Similar stats. I think they threw for the same amount of touchdowns and yards. Where was that guy in the MVP conversation? Nowhere. Did he deserve it? He made the playoffs. He should have been in the conversation. Baker Mayfield has impressed me and is the most improved quarterback in the NFL right now. By far. Because Baker Mayfield, we considered him as one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. Now he's turning into the top 8, in my opinion, number 8. But, on to that, we have number 7. Number 7 is the most veteran, experienced quarterback in this league and is still playing at a high level. Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford, a lot of people don't put him in the top 10. A lot of people don't. They put Justin Herbert in this list. They put Bo Nix in this list. They put a bunch of other people in this list. And no, I do not have Bo Nix or Justin Herbert in this list. I know. Some of you are angry right now. But Matthew Stafford, bro. Matthew Stafford is a top 10 quarterback. I don't care what anyone says. He is the most veteran, experienced quarterback in this league. Just like I said, still playing at a high level. And now he has Davante Adams. Are you kidding me? My hot take for this year is that the Rams, maybe not that hot, but that the Rams will be the best team in the NFC. That is my bold prediction. And by the way, my bold prediction videos are going to be coming up soon. So be on the lookout for those. But yeah, I think Matthew Stafford is definitely a top 10 quarterback. I have him at number 7. I just think he is that guy. I do. I think he's better than Herbert. I think he's way better than Bo Nix. Now, before I say, I don't think Justin Herbert's a top 10 quarterback. I don't. Have y'all seen him in the playoffs? And we talk about Lamar Jackson like he can't be a top 5 quarterback, a top 3 quarterback because the playoffs. But Justin Herbert, we can talk about, he's top 10 quarterback. Come on. He can have a chance to prove it this year. His second year with Harbaugh. Prove it to me, Justin Herbert. Because every time, you disappointed me. You've been disappointing when I predicted you to go to the playoffs. Except for last year. You did it. You didn't do it the other seasons. You choked against the Jags. You absolutely choked against the Texans, which I picked you guys in, by the way. Let me down. Anyway, number 6. You want to guess who it is? Let me know in the comments who you thought number 6 was. On the list at number 6, I have, in my opinion, last year, this quarterback had the best rookie season probably of all time. Jayden Daniels at number 6. The only reason I put him at 6, he has to prove himself. If he has years consistent like he just did last year, he's a top 5 quarterback. He is a top 5 quarterback. I don't care what anyone says, but he has to have more prove-it years. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, every year is a prove-it year. Every year is a prove-it year for every single quarterback. But Jayden Daniels has to have more consistent years to tell me he's above Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. He has to prove it in more consistent years. He's got to get to the Super Bowl. He got to the championship game, the conference championship. You got to give him that for the rookie quarterback. Are you kidding me? Yes, Jayden Hurts. Oh, my God. Jayden Hurts. Jayden Daniels is number 6. I think he could have the chance in the future to even be the best quarterback in the league. But that's bold, I know. But I have him at 6 here. And number 5, could you guys guess? Number 5 is Jalen Hurts. Now, I know a lot of people will say this and that about Jalen Hurts. But have you seen the kid play? Have you seen him play? Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback. I don't care what anyone says. Super Bowl. He was an MVP. He had an MVP year. He did not win it, but he had that kind of year. Jalen Hurts proves everybody wrong every single time. He's kind of like a Mamba mentality. The Kobe Bryant of the NFL. That's who Jalen Hurts is. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Some people have Jalen Hurts out of the top 10, which is diabolical, by the way. Diabolical. Have him worse than Brock Purdy. Alright, let's not get into that. I'm going to get heated. By the way, that's the Jalen Hurts and Brock Purdy. They've been talking about that on that Nick's Right show for the past week. Talk about something else. They've been arguing about the same thing every week. Anyway, Jalen Hurts number 5. Super Bowls matter. Okay? Super Bowls matter. Winning matters. I know he has a lot surrounded around him. If the roles were reversed, do I think Jalen Hurts would still ball it out? Let's see here. If Jalen Hurts went to, let's see. If Jalen Hurts, I'm trying to think of a team that's worse. There we go. If Jalen Hurts went to Dallas, do you think he would still be good? I think so. Would he win a Super Bowl? Maybe not. Giants. If we went to the Giants, could Jalen Hurts win a Super Bowl? there's a possibility there. There is a possibility there. Giants are a little, like, they're talented. They just don't have their QB yet. Man, I think Jalen Hurts would still ball out if he was in a different situation. We win a Super Bowl? Maybe, maybe not. But I think Jalen Hurts deserves his praise. And just, he's the most hated quarterback for no reason. He's humble. He is that guy. He is the Kobe Bryant of the NFL. And at number 4, a lot of people are going to hate me for this. Lamar Jackson. I know. I'm going to hear in the comment section already. Lamar Jackson is a great quarterback. Very talented. Very talented. You can't take that away from him. But his playoff performances are just sickening. Okay? You can say what you want. Oh, Mark Andrews dropped the pass. But do not forget, Lamar Jackson threw a pick and had a fumble. Don't forget that. That is a cause of one of them losing against the Bills. The year before that, I think it was Ravens Chiefs. Guess what happened? Lamar Jackson stunk. He did. He did all he could, but still stunk. But here's the thing. If Lamar Jackson, because Lamar Jackson has always had all the pieces. He's got Derrick Henry. He's got DeAndre Hopkins now. I know he's not what he once was, but he is still very valuable and talented. You got Zay Flowers, man. He has the talent now on the team. He's yet to pull the trigger. He's yet to get to that dance. I don't think he's even been to a conference championship yet. Lamar Jackson, is there any quarterback that needs to prove it? It's him. You don't need to prove that you're a playoff quarterback. We know you know the Ravens are talented. They're a team that's definitely going to make the playoffs every single year. We know that. The Ravens have the roster. One of the best rosters in the NFL right now. But Lamar Jackson needs to prove it. We all know he's top 5. There's no question. But there's the question of 1 to 4 of where Lamar Jackson ranks. And it's 4 because of the poor playoff performances. And y'all can say, It's true. It's true. And it's not just that Lamar Jackson plays Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in the playoffs. It's not that. If that was the reason, I would flip it. Because Patrick Mahomes has proved you gotta pull a rabbit out of the hat to beat them. And man, Lamar Jackson has not gotten to that dance yet. What's going on? I'm sorry, he has been to a conference championship. That's on me. The Chiefs game, Ravens Chiefs was a conference championship. That's on me. But Lamar Jackson, you still got to get to that Super Bowl, man. And at number 3, the NFL had it flipped. This is how I see it. I got Joe Burrow number 3. I think Joe Burrow, I know he didn't make the playoffs, blah, blah, blah. They start off slow every year. Look at the stats, bro. Look at the stats. You say the same thing about Lamar Jackson. Joe Burrow made it to a Super Bowl. But Joe Burrow did everything in his power for that team to make the playoffs, but that defense just stunk. Here you go. What if Joe Burrow had the Ravens defense? Do you think they would be a Super Bowl favorite? Yes. In my opinion, yes. But you could say, oh, if Lamar Jackson had T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, would they? Maybe. That could be. But Joe Burrow, it's just a stud. He reminds me a lot of Drew. Not just because he's number 9. But he had that kind of Drew Brees year. You know? He had the stats, but his team just couldn't get there. Joe Burrow is one heck of a quarterback. His time at LSU, unbeatable. But Joe Burrow is that guy. Number 3. And at number 2, I think we all know who it is. The MVP last year, Josh Allen. Josh Allen, bro, was the best quarterback last year. I don't care what anyone says. He led his team on his back to the playoffs, where he almost came close to beating the Chiefs. So close. Came so close. But Josh Allen, man, is just a quarterback like you've never seen before. Josh Allen, to me, is just insane. He's insane. You can say, oh, Lamar Jackson should have won MVP last year. What happened the year before? That's the exact thing that happened where Josh Allen should have won. But Lamar Jackson won. Guess what? This year, okay, I'll admit it. I think Lamar Jackson had the better stats to win MVP. But Josh Allen literally carried his team. And they were one of the best teams in the league. Yeah. Josh Allen, you just put the tape on, man. Just turn the tape on. And then you'll find out why he's the number 2 quarterback in the league. And at number 1, I know he is the most hated quarterback of all time right now. He's gotten the most hate. He's gotten the most doubt. He's gotten the most, all of this. All of the things. At number 1, I have the best quarterback in the NFL right now, Patrick Mahomes. And I don't care what no one says. Oh, you see the Super Bowl last year? Yes, I watched it. It was not just on Patrick Mahomes. Okay? They had other problems. The defense. The offensive line. There's a reason, I'll tell you right now. Patrick Mahomes is my MVP prediction for this year. Everybody up here shouting on the rooftops telling me I'm wrong. Let's look at it. Let's look at this, right? Patrick Mahomes, this is not the first rodeo this has happened. This is not the first time he's ever had a bad loss in a Super Bowl. Heck, this is not the first time where he had 2 bad tackles that lost in the Super Bowl. Y'all remember Tampa? When Tom Brady had Patrick Mahomes? Y'all remember that? Yeah. Patrick Mahomes, guess what happened? The year after he lost to Tom Brady in that Super Bowl, who was the MVP? Patrick Mahomes. Did he win the Super Bowl that year? No. But what are we talking about here? Could history repeat itself? I really think it could. I really think it could. Patrick Mahomes, just again, like I said about Josh Allen, turn the tape on. Turn the tape on. His IQ of football is just insane. His just football awareness, his IQ. He knows everything that's going on in the field. He's got a cannon for an arm. He's the most successful quarterback in this league right now. And there's no discussion. Patrick Mahomes is always the number one. I know he didn't have the stats. But just like I said about Jalen Hurts, winning matters. And Patrick Mahomes has led his team to multiple Super Bowls. I want to say it again. 2026 or 25. But I don't know. One of the MVPs this year. My prediction is Patrick Mahomes MVP this year. But we'll see. But of course, let's go through the list again. Number 10, CJ Stroud. Number 9, Jared Goff. Number 8, Baker Mayfield. Number 7, Matthew Stafford. Number 6, Jaden Daniels. Number 5, Jalen Hurts. Number 4, Lamar Jackson. Number 3, Joe Burrow. Number 2, Josh Allen. And number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Let me know what you guys think of this list. Is it terrible? Is it the worst thing you've ever seen? Is it good? Let me know what you think. So, don't forget, like and subscribe. But most importantly, God bless y'all. And remember, stay on business, y'all.